What's up, guys? Welcome back to Kristophers Khameleons. We have been crazy busy at Kristophers Khameleons. We've been redoing cages. We got 50 cages from China right here. I'm still building all these cages. So now these two guys up here, we already have some chameleons in these cages. They were just recently born. You can see right up there, this little guy right there. You see how small he is next to my fingernail. And then we got this guy right here. Oh, I guess I have to open that all the way. Oh, he's back there on his little chopstick. And then we got this grumpy guy right here. He's about 2 months old. Let's see if I can get this guy out of here. Come here, buddy. So I'm very nervous with the little guys because sometimes they could be a little bit jumpy. Huh, buddy? We'll put you back in your home. This chameleon room right now is crazy messy. We've been doing so much renovating and remodeling and adding things. I mean, for instance, there's dirt on the ground. Soil, organic soil, has to be organic only. Basically, I've propagated pothos and I was growing it out in here. Well, this is way too big for those cages up there, the small ones that I got from China. So I had to get smaller pots, take the plant out, and repot them in a smaller pot. So I went backwards. Luckily, the roots weren't very big. So you can see all of the trash on the ground, I don't even know what that is. These chopsticks, I mean, what I used to have babies in. We are crazy busy at Kristophers. Crazy Chameleon is what it should be called. This little box is what the cages come in. Well, individually anyways. They come in these boxes. So I had 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other one is in another room that I was working in when my wife was painting. This box is empty and fragile apparently. These cages, no screwdriver required, except to open the box. Get these out. Just kind of jimmy them a little bit. Instructions, you can use that. Had to get my real snip staffs. Medical grade scissors, to cut a cast off or something. So it comes nicely packaged. Throw that away. It's super easy to put together. I've never had cages where you don't need screwdrivers, screws, or anything. So I'm going to show you how to put a couple things together real quick. So, now that we have it all set out, the way you do it, there's little ridges on these two sides. All you're going to want to do, grab this, find the ridge right here on this side, slide it in a little bit. Now that it's in, take a Thor's hammer. Make sure you don't do it on your knee. Just kind of tap it right in. Now it's on. Next side. Take this. You want to find that little ridge right there. And then you won't really need instructions. Now, you just take this side, line it up nice. Once you feel it's on the track, that Thor's hammer going down, pull up on that side, set it down. Then you're going to take this one, lean it in like that. It's supposed to be wobbly, they're all wobbly a little bit. Once you get them together, there's no wobble at all. Then you want to push this bottom all the way forward so this can go down. Perfect. Now you want to make sure that side's down so you can put in front screen. You're going to want to make sure that hole right there is facing up. push the bottom back. That way you can slide that all the way down to the ground. Now this is the only tricky part. It's not too tricky once you do a couple of them. So to put on the top of the cage, you're gonna grab the top, you're gonna slide it in the tracks. Now the tricky part, when you go ahead and put the roof on your enclosure, smack it a little bit, smack it maybe halfway, and then you'll notice there's a hole up here. See that hole up there? There's also a hole right here. That is where the screens go in. And the only way that I could think of putting it on without reading the instructions, because who reads instructions? Slide it in like this, line that up with the hole, and then start lightly tapping it. There you go. Now you can see that hole is in, that hole is in, and now all you gotta do, smack it down. It'll only go down about that much because there's notches on the back. So now you wanna take it, this notch is hanging down a little bit, so now I have to unscrew it just so I can get it back all the way. I only had to unscrew it because it was so tight. I know I said no screwdrivers, which you don't need, but this was so tight that I had to. I didn't have a choice for that one. So now that it's on all the way, all you want to do is, now it's lined up, you take these notches. That one's tight too. So take your screwdriver that you're never going to need, untwist it a little bit, aim it down, tighten it back up, and it's not going anywhere. With half of them, I'd say a little more than half actually. I didn't have to do this, but sometimes these are so tight, you got to use the screwdriver, unless you're Superman, who knows. Other than that, that's it. There's the bottom. Drop it right in there. That is for hatchlings. This is what I will be doing the rest of the night, is building these cages. I've already built 16 cages, which means I have, what, I don't know, 32 left, 34 left. Someone will correct me. I'm too tired to do the math right now. I have a lot left. I did 2 rows, I have 3 rows left. We'll put it that way. So while I am building cages, I'm also going to be taking trash out, cleaning the room, moving all the dirt, sweeping the ground, feeding the chameleons, watering the chameleons. I'm also going to be cleaning out the water dishes. I've only got 1 cleaned out so far. I have 3 more to do that don't have water dishes, and that's very important. The crickets have water. If they don't have water, they're gonna die. If they die, my chameleons don't eat. And they get hungry, and then they get mad at me. I'll talk about the way the cages are set up for a little bit. So, come over here. You can see when I open it, there's not much to it. I have, these cages are about 7.8 inches wide, and I have a 6-inch wide pot in there. It's golden pothos, and then I also have a chopstick down there on the side. It's not really a chopstick, it's a wooden stick that I got from, I don't know, Joann's Fabric or something. You get like 50 of them for like $2. I only had that little chopstick in there in case the chameleon were to fall off of the plant. He really wouldn't have a way to get up because they're so small. You can see right here, there's no screen for about 1.5 inches, and he can't reach 1.5 inches. So since there's no screen here, he would get stuck down here. So I put that chopstick down there in the bottom corner, and I pushed it through the leaves. So I've seen him go down the chopstick, come down here, he'll climb the cage, get stuck up here, climb back down, go up the chopstick and back in his plant. And the chopstick also goes almost to the roof. So he gets on the roof that way also. So that's how I have the cages set up. They're not lifelong. You shouldn't have cages this small for anything over, I would want to say 3 or 4 months. You don't want to have any bigger. None of these guys would ever be in there. First of all, the males wouldn't even fit in there. These are for temporary housing for babies and very small juveniles, since I'm breeding quite a bit and sometimes have quite a bit of chameleons, which are mostly juveniles. This works great for me because I can't put them all in cages this size. I wish I could put my breeders in bigger cages right now, but I can't until the warehouse in the backyard is done. Okay guys, well, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below what you want to see next. And don't forget to subscribe. We are posting 8 a.m. every single day, 7 days a week, videos like this one. And we're posting reels at 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. every single day. We're posting 3 times a day. See you in the next one.